Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Let's get right into it. So today's story, guys, is about everybody's favorite cast member. And of course, I'm being sarcastic, and we are talking about, quote, big, unquote, Ed Brown, or as many of you call him, Small Ed. Now, the reason why we're talking about Ed today is because we're seeing the storyline between him and Liz unfold on the current season of Happily Ever After. We're seeing it dissolve basically before our very eyes. Now, there are rumors that Big Ed and Liz had gone married, but it appears that they did not. That marriage or that wedding never happened, and basically Big Ed walked out on the relationship. It's been a bit of a disaster. It's been a disaster since the get-go, and we're also going to be talking a little bit about Big Ed's PR campaign that he is doing right now. I got to tell you guys, I have a couple of things that I want to get off my chest, and I'm not going to get them all off my chest in this video, but we're going to talk a little bit about it. So first, we're going to look at the storyline that's happening on 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After. We're going to analyze Big Ed's behavior on the show. Now, as you guys know, Big Ed has been accused of some very difficult to express acts in the past by a lady. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And the reason why, I know some of you are sick and tired of this, but the reason why I'm going to bring it up is because we're then going to analyze how mainstream media is talking about Big Ed and how they are running his PR campaign and letting Big Ed off the hook of any accusations or any shady behavior. And they're just whitewashing everything, all of his problematic behavior, and just acting like he is this big star that doesn't have all of this shadiness in his past. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk on a more happy note about Liz, because there might be a huge update in the life of Liz and her new man, Jayson. So we got quite a lot that we're going to get through in this video. So let's get started. First off, let's lay the groundwork here, which is this current season of 90 Day Fiancé with Big Ed and Liz. And I hope you guys are watching. But if you're not, I mean, most of the story between Big Ed and Liz is always the same. They fight, they argue, they break up. Usually they get back together. The only difference is that now it looks like they're not getting back together. So from people.com, 90 Days Big Ed gets choked up as he says goodbye to Liz's daughter, but still feel they both dodged a bullet. So Ed took Liz by surprise earlier this season when he canceled their wedding without even telling her. Like, who does that? Who just cancels the wedding? If you love somebody, why would you pull that move? You know, even if you love them like 20%, cancel and just not tell. That is just disgusting. And she had to find out through the officiant. Now, things are over between Big Ed and Liz, but that doesn't mean that he's ready to let go of the bond he's developed with Liz's daughter. I call bullshit, guys. I don't believe a word that Big Ed is saying. I don't think he cares whatsoever about Riley, because if he did, then why would he, they had all those arguments while Riley was around, and he was acting incredibly abusive and narcissistic in front of Riley. So it's not like Big Ed makes sacrifices for Liz's daughter. So this is what I'm talking about. The PR whitewashing campaign by Big Ed has started, and we'll get back to that in a second. Let's just get through this first. So Ed asked Liz for a moment alone with her daughter, Riley, before they left Arkansas to go to San Diego for a while. Now, this decision came after Liz said she doesn't know where to go from here, following her and Ed's 15th split. Can I have a minute with Riley, please? Ed asked, who agreed. Her daughter then joined Ed on the couch before they left for the airport. I just want to apologize. I'm not sure when I might see you again, he told Riley as he got choked up. She replied, I accept your apology. I don't know. Ed then told her, no matter what happens between your mom and I'll always love you. You know that, right? You'll always be number one at card games. I love you, Riley said, and Ed reiterated the sentiment, telling her, I love you too. I just wanted to say bye. And already we can see Big Ed's manipulative tactics here, because this Big Ed, when he canceled the wedding to Liz without even telling anybody, was Big Ed thinking about Riley? Was he thinking about Liz? He wasn't thinking about them at all. He just did whatever Big Ed wanted to do in the moment, but this is what happened. Big Ed then realized that if I don't do anything, if I don't make this right, at least with Riley, because I don't want to be with Liz anymore, so at least I have to do something, do right by the daughter, then the media and everybody out there is going to trash me mercilessly. So Big Ed came back to do this, not because he cares, in my opinion, but because he is afraid that we're going to absolutely trash him and tear him down more than ever before, which, to be honest, I think we're kind of over Ed at this point anyways. But I think this is just a PR move. You guys tell me what you think about that. Now, in a confessional, Ed reflected on the relationship he'd formed with Liz's daughter, as he said the two would often be duking it out playing board games. We had that relationship, which was kind of cute, and that relationship I had with her was very special. So my fear is that this has negatively impacted Riley in any way, and that would just break my heart if it did. So it's very sad to see Riley go. Once again, where was this caring, this behavior, acting like he actually cares, all the other times, like 99% of the rest of the time that he was with Liz and Riley? Did you guys see that? Did you guys see Big Ed acting like a caring, I guess we can call him a stepfather. I'm not sure what we can call him because they never got married. So whatever we want to call it. Did you guys see all of this caring side of Big Ed with Riley throughout the years, throughout the seasons? Because maybe I just missed it, but maybe you guys saw it, and maybe I just missed it. But I don't remember seeing much of it. I remember seeing a lot of arguing between Big Ed and Liz, usually because of Big Ed's ego and that arguing affecting Riley. That's what I remember seeing. Now, during the episode, Liz said that she was trying to stay very strong for Riley while she navigated the breakup, which took her by surprise after Ed canceled their wedding without telling her, and she had to find out from the officiant. It's so hard because I'm here alone. I have no one to turn to, Liz said, adding that she feels absolutely humiliated, effing played, used by him. To have me move here and then break up with me again, it's a humongous slap in the face. Now, Ed Beanwell admitted that the split from Liz is sad after she and Riley left. I'm just really numb, and I need to start my life over again at 58. I think he's 59 now. I'm disappointed, obviously, the amount of time that, we both invested in trying to make it work, but I don't feel like I failed. I feel like we both dodged the bullet. There's so much BS, guys. There's so much bullshit that comes out of Ed's mouth. It's like the never-ending pit, basically, of bullshit. There's just, everything he says is complete and utter bullshit. He just frames everything he says in a way as to not make himself look bad, even though he is a total, in my opinion, piece of garbage. And so he just frames it so as to look like he actually cares in the end, like he's actually there. He's a caring person, which he's not. And we're going to get to that in a second. So that's kind of like what happened here. And we knew, most of this, we knew a lot of this stuff already. I mean, we knew they were breaking up, right? So the breakup we already knew because they supposedly, according to the rumors that we saw, which I guess they're not true, very odd considering that they came from very reliable sources about Big Ed and Liz's actual wedding. Those were like back in the fall, so August and stuff like that. And basically they broke up around the same time. So it's been a while that this breakup we've known about. So, we knew that this wasn't going to be a happy ending. So this is not news for us. Now, we also knew about this for a while. So Liz and her new man, Jayson, right? And he is more age appropriate. I believe he might be younger than Liz. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he is definitely more age appropriate. So you guys be the judge. I don't necessarily want to pit people together in terms of their looks and whatnot, but you guys can be the judge about that. Now, Liz Woods hints at major relationship update with boyfriend. We're going to get back to Ed in a second because I have quite a bit to say more on the topic of Ed, but I want to get to the happy part a little bit. Liz Woods may already be married to her new boyfriend, Jayson, as evidenced by a wedding seating chart with their names. Liz's Instagram stories show her moving on from Big Ed and starting a new life with Jayson, and she has kept her relationship with Jayson private. Maybe waiting for happily ever after tell-all to make things official and reveal more about the story, or maybe simply because we might see Liz and her new man come back on the show at some point. Now, if I were TLC, I would for sure want Liz and her new man. I mean, I think we're all sick and tired. Maybe I don't speak for everybody, but I am so sick and tired of Ed. I just don't care anymore about Ed. I don't want to see him. I don't care. And I am sick and tired of TLC just whitewashing everything about Big Ed's past and just making it seem like he's just this misunderstood, troubled 60-year-old. Man, I'm just sick and tired of the whole thing with Big Ed, but I'd definitely like to see more with Liz. You guys let me know if you agree or disagree. Let me know what you think about that. So Liz might already be married to her new man, Jayson. Now, Liz and Big Ed started their journey, on The Single Life season 1 4 years ago. It's been a while. So during the 3 years they dated, they broke up 15 times by now. So obviously we know that, they moved to Arkansas, and that's basically when they broke up. Now, if we look at these pictures here, so we can see that they are chilling. They're having, it looks like, white wine, and they're touching toes, and it looks like they had quite a bit to drink, guys. I see one empty bottle there, and I see another one with the ice cubes being chilled. So I don't know what's going on. This looks like a nice party. Now, my best friend, my happiness. So there you have Liz, and is that Jayson? I mean, she is obviously cutting off the face there, right? And then it looks like we're seeing here a seating arrangement, and it says Galway Downs Weddings, right? And there you have Liz, with a drink in her hand. Now, it's been a while since I've been to a wedding, so you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that when you go and they give you the tour of the place and all of that, sometimes they give you drinks as well. I mean, I guess it depends on the place. But perhaps this looks like what they were doing. They were going to find the location of a wedding, and we can see that maybe I can just take myself off here so you guys can see, where it says the information about the table there. So there's information about tables and whatnot. So we can see what they're talking about here when they say that they're looking at seating arrangements for a potential wedding. So Liz and Jayson visited the Altissima Winery in Temecula Valley, wine country. Now, she shared a photo of them clicking glasses with the caption, Bebe and I. She said it was her birthday week along with being Sunday Fun Day. However, one of her IG stories was a mirror selfie that Liz took with her boyfriend. She tagged the location as Galway Downs Weddings. Stuck to her mirror was a wedding seating chart, and one of the tables, number 10, had two names on it, Jayson Zuniga and Liz Zuniga. Now, last I recall, Liz's last name was Woods. So, are they already married? That's very interesting. So, what's going on? Now, interestingly, Liz's latest Instagram stories coincided with her new episode of Happily Ever After, which showed Liz packing up her bags and moving out of her house with Big Ed. She seemingly put up the IG story intentionally since it hasn't been deleted from her feed yet. She clearly wanted fans to know and see that she had moved on from Big Ed, and started a new life with Jayson. Liz is happy in every picture she posts of him. Jayson puts a smile on her face, and so maybe he is her new husband. I mean, that's very telling, guys. So Liz basically celebrated her 32nd birthday just today. So happy birthday, Liz. 32 years old. And also Riley celebrated 11 years just very recently. So happy birthday to Riley as well. Now, if we look at her story, there's a lot, guys. Let's see if we can get through some of this. There are quite a lot. So we can see what's going on here. You see they are clicking glasses, birthday celebration. So Liz and, they're drinking Grave Bordeaux wine. Very nice. Riley and I share a birthday day apart to answer the main question. Beyond blessed, love where I am in life. So you could see she is having her cake there. They are having old-fashioned Ryan Gosling style. So they're having drinks there. Another picture here. So there's quite a lot. We'll let them play. And there's Riley, happy birthday, my princess. She posted that for Riley. To my nieces, many warm birthday wishes to Riley and a very special birthday to Elizabeth Marie. So I guess somebody, sent her that message right there. And then happy birthday, Elizabeth Marie. That was, I guess, from Kimberly, and she posted a picture of them together. This is Roxanne. I'm not sure who that is. These could be friends. So we'll just go through that. This isn't my formal happy birthday Liz post yet. I'm obviously more creative than this, just a placeholder. So something from Shibuti here. And, okay, so some of this is just not that important. So just a lot, obviously a lot of birthday pictures, a lot of happiness, which is nice to see. I just want to see if we can see anything interesting about, Liz potentially being married to her new man, Jayson Zuniga. And so she's reposting a lot of stuff. And here she is with Emily and Kobe as well. Now, I don't think these are new pictures that she's posting. So here's her new man. So she tries to cut him out, right, in certain pictures. But here she is not cutting him out. That's her new man, Jayson, right there. And it looks like they are at a bar. And so I don't know if these are all pictures that they, I'm thinking that these pictures are not all recent because that would be a lot of drinking to do. And so Riley also posted something for Liz. So she's getting a lot of love. She's getting a lot of love, deservedly so. Okay. So happy birthday, Liz. I'm glad Liz is having her happy day. All right. The next thing I wanted to talk about, and I might be doing a video about this, maybe at some point in the near future. TLC is enabling potential predators on the channel. They've been doing it for years, guys. Of course, all of you know this. This is nothing new. We can give lots of examples from the Dugars. We know what was happening, and they even brought them back, right? And they even let, the dad have some control over the show when a lot of shady stuff had come out about the Dugars. On 90 Day Fiancé, we've had Jeffrey Paschal. TLC brought Jeffrey on the show, and they gave him a whole season, right? They gave him from the first episode, or whenever he first appeared, until the end of the show, and they decided to wash their hands of Jeffrey by not inviting him to the tell-all. Now, there's been, you guys have a lot of unsavory things to say about Angela. She's very abusive. TLC brings her back all the time, and she allows her abuse to happen at Michael's expense, basically every season. Now, Angela's case is different. Big Ed was accused, and you guys can go watch it now. Most of you guys know, he was accused of assault, and there is no good kind of assault, but he was accused of sexual assault by a lady a couple of years ago. Now, Big Ed has never answered any of these allegations, and I know what some of you are going to say. Well, where is the criminal case? Did this go to court? And did the lady win? It never went to court because the lady signed an NDA. However, I will say this, and I don't think she got a lot of money, because I know some of you are going to say, well, she did it for the money. I don't think she got a lot of money, because I spoke to the lady. We interviewed her on this channel. What I will say is, this has never been addressed by Big Ed. He's never said this never happened. He's never said anything about that, never addressed it once. And we've talked about it for many years now. We've spoken about it, never addressed by Big Ed. Now, TLC has brought him back knowing that the accusations are out there. Why? Because they think that we are too stupid and we're just not going to do the homework and we're just not going to care. They think that they can just get away with it. This is why they bring back Big Ed all the time. And what happens then is it creates a bit of a chain effect, or a domino effect, so to speak, where then the media, the mainstream media, that in my opinion is mostly garbage, then talks about Big Ed as if he's just this normal person with a very squeaky clean past. And here's the example of that. Now, as you guys know, Big Ed has, you guys call him many different things, but there is a reason for why he looks the way he looks. It's because he suffers from KFS. So this is called Klippel file syndrome. And Big Ed has talked about this, throughout the years. And he says, I got bullied when I was young, and so on and so forth. And look, Big Ed can be a complete piece of shit on one hand, and it doesn't mean that we need to make fun of his appearance. I've never made fun of his appearance on this channel. I don't believe I've ever done that. And the reason why we don't make fun of his appearance is because when we do that, we enable him. What Big Ed is, he is a manipulator, and he uses this condition, this KFS, to his advantage on unsuspecting women. He always tries to look like he is this innocent guy, and he's a little weird, he's a little quirky, he's a little different, and this is how he disarms people with his personality. So he's learned over the years how to use this to his advantage, and this is even what I heard from the lady that I spoke with as well. And you can even see parts of this with Liz as well. It's become a part of his personality. So he didn't let it kind of put him down in a sense, but he's learned how to use it to his advantage and to try to manipulate people. And I think that's pretty obvious. We've seen that on the show. But when you look at these articles about it, they're just whitewashing everything. You know, this comes to us from today.com, and it's just like, you know, poor Ed. He has a neck condition. You know, there's a lot of complications. They're interviewing Ed, and they're letting him just create the narrative, and there is no criticism whatsoever anywhere in this article because, well, who cares, right? The accusations against him are a few years old. TLC doesn't care, so why should anybody care? And this is how this works, guys. This is how this works, and this is why it makes me sick, and this is why I'm bringing it up. Because if I don't bring it up, nobody else will. People will forget, and people will just start thinking that Big Ed is a great guy. Because Big Ed now, what he's doing is he's giving interviews about KFS. He's giving interviews about everything that's going on in his life. Why? Because he was acting like a total jackass on the show, and now he is going on a PR run to try to clear his image. I don't know what else he has up his sleeve. I don't know what else is coming next for Big Ed, but this is why Big Ed is doing this. And the media is more than happy to oblige because why? There's no pressure on TLC to do anything about it. And so why would they care? TLC only acts in certain very specific circumstances. And this brings me to my next point. We've spoken about Kyle, quote, Gordy Crane recently on the show. Another person that's been accused of all kinds of unbelievable acts that he's done, right? And TLC brought him on knowing that those accusations were out there because information has been out there on him for years. So TLC does not care about people that are accused of preying on other people. Pure and simple. And so I might do a video about this, maybe just going into more detail about TLC's shady behavior and why they just don't care. And it's not just that they don't care, guys. It's also that when I send them emails, because I did, about Kyle, I send them emails about Ed. I've even sent them emails about Mike Burke and other people. The Mike Burke case was, well, TLC, you know, you fired Alina Kasha because she had some racist texts. How come, well, you know, when Mike Burke's texts come out, you haven't fired him? Like, where's the logic? Why are you not taking any action? And that's the part that I don't get with TLC. So I've sent them some emails about Kyle and no response. So I think at this point, it's fair to call out TLC for their shady practices. And I will show you guys where we can do that and what we could do about some of these people that they're bringing on. But I just wanted to bring you guys this information because they are trying to whitewash Big Ed's record clean. That's what they're trying to do. And we're not going to stand for it. We're not going to do that here on this channel. We are always going to bring out the truth about Big Ed. Like I said, he has KFS, and it doesn't mean that you need to make fun of Big Ed. And when you do, actually, you are kind of giving him what he wants, because then he can say, well, look, they're just making fun of me. It's not that I'm a complete piece of shit with my behavior towards Liz or towards the girl that, you know, accused me of all those things, you know, and that ended up in the hospital and all that. No, it's not that I'm a piece of shit. It's that everybody is bullying me. So we're actually giving Ed power by, you know, by saying those things, which is why I don't, and I don't think other people should. That's the video for today, guys. The good thing about all of this is that Liz looks to be incredibly happy, and I'm happy for her. I hope that her and Jayson work out. He's age appropriate. It looks like a, you know, it looks like a relationship that has potential, and I would love to see it. If you guys agree with that, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this Big Ed situation. Like I said, I might do a video where we kind of compile all of this more into a concentrated effort to talk about, you know, all of these different people that TLC has brought on that maybe they shouldn't have, you know, now and in the past as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. Hit that subscribe button down below for more content here on the channel, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care.